Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Disco Elysium, where we have been accumulating experience points, and I have not been looking at that system at all. So let's, God, these children, someone save me. Let's have a look at this. We've been gaining XP, so is the cost of leveling up a skill based on its current level? No, it looks like it's always 100. So basically, we have some work to do before we're going to be able to upgrade any of these. Can we upgrade the base? Okay, it looks like we can upgrade the base stat as well. Or maybe this is just a general level up bar and it's not specifically for the thing I have selected, given that it appears the same no matter what we have selected. I don't know, I guess we'll get to 100 experience and then we'll figure that out. So, we need to actually inspect the body here. We should probably try to get it down out of the tree, and then we have, other police work to do. Let's see about getting that body down. Hopefully, Kim is willing to help. I'm not sure that I'm up to physical labor at this moment. Kid's ladder is rickety, but still climbable. It would not hold the weight of a grown man. Am I going to have to try to convince one of these kids to help? That's not something I want to do. What do we have over here? Actually, we have some other stuff to inspect as well. Well, let's start here. Someone is trying to grow herbs in this greenhouse. Yeah, I bet. Just herbs, right? Also, we'll have a look at that in a moment. I've discovered some money and also magnesium. Okay. I don't know who this stuff belonged to, but now it belongs to me, because they didn't keep their chest locked. Definitely solid police behavior there. The letter R wears a crown. On the ribbon below, a light above descending. What is this? This is the logo of the municipality of Revachol. Okay, fair enough. This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says whirling in rags. Why am I looking at you, trash container? You're just a trash container. The body is downwind from here. Maybe you prefer the smell of garbage to the smell of death. You know what I really prefer is rummaging through people's stuff even if it is trash. So how would we get this lock open? We could try using a pry bar. There's one in my motor carriage. Or we could ask for a key from the manager of the Whirling in Rags. He probably has one, and we probably could get it from him. He might also have information. This is better than the pry bar idea. I have been explicitly told by the game mechanics. Okay, fair enough. That can be a secondary thing. Hold on, I can't move the camera at all here. I guess you're just supposed to play with it zoomed out all the time. This winch mechanism has been oxidizing for some time. Hold on, is there... Okay, no, I can move the camera, just not with edge panning or with WASD. Only the arrow keys. Is that changeable? Can we do something about that? Actually, no. Why is it running at 13? What on earth? Hold on a moment. Let's see if... That's not going to have any noticeable effect, because it was resized to full screen anyway. Yeah, okay. No option to change that. Well then, arrow keys it is. That's a little awkward since tab is the highlight button. Like, arrow keys are not particularly close to that. Let's go steal a bucket. I can't get over... Oh, this is on the upper floor of this building. Again, I have been made a fool of by perspective. An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material Eternite. Wow, that would make a pretty good roof, I'm guessing, from its name. Why am I looking at this pile of roofing material? Because it's nice and orderly. Well-laid palette, easy on the eyes. A rhythmic pattern calms your mind. Mammals like this stuff. Okay, that's interesting. So we can restore morale, which we did not need to do there, by just... I don't know. I don't know how to use this, the information we've gained here, as a strategy. What is this exactly? It's nothing. Someone just left some roofing material slanted against an old shack. I'm curious what we'll get out of that if we ever pass that check. Alright. Let's move on to the body. I'm sure this is going to be pleasant. The corpse looks at you with bulging white eyes. The face around them does not look human. It's swollen and ready to burst. His lips are fish-like, and his tongue like a ball gag in his mouth. You seem to be holding your breath. Alright, look down. A cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle. The body below appears stiff. It's letting out an ungodly rot. The smell seeps in, even through your clenched nostrils. Well, it's not that easy to clench your nostrils. I'm probably not doing a very good job. Shall I... Okay, I'm doing it with my hands. Never mind. I think it would be an unwise idea to let go of my nose. Let's, God, what is that? Why is it so bad? Active decay. The lieutenant raises a white piece of linen to his nose. It's okay to throw up, officer. No one's judging. Actually, I bet those kids would judge. He's about to blow! The cop's gonna blow, Kuno! Okay, well... It doesn't seem to me that there's a lot of reason to let go of my nose. I suppose what we could get out of that is having access to both of our hands so as to interact with the body. Kind of want to just do it. We probably have to pass this check, though, in order to actually be able to do anything useful around the body. I guess let's maybe come back when we have some more endurance or, I don't know, a gas mask. Oh, interesting. So we banked that extra point of morale. Is you can hold some health above your max. Okay, we can't do anything in here. You should throw the pig at him. Yeah, that would be a feat. I guess let's talk to this other kid.
Kuno, the pig's getting pretty close to me. Come to snuff my shit out, I think.
I'm not expecting that we are necessarily going to get more information out of this one, but we ought to try. We'll take one step closer.
Looks like it's time for me to go, Kuno. Pig's come to take me in.
Okay, I just want to ask you some questions.
I'm going away for a long, long time, Kuno. Going away for life.
What's going on there? Fuck are you trying to pull, pig?
Child, converse with me. What are those strange words you use, girl? She did say something pretty weird to him at the beginning of this scene here.
I come from the woods, Kutavitu. You don't want to go there with me. You don't want to see what I've seen.
Okay, I do want to know what it is, though, that you've seen.
Don't be traumatizing here! Get the fuck out of here!
These kids really think they run this this backyard. Well, alright, let's, what do we want to do? We could, of course, go and talk to the manager. I don't know that that's necessarily going to help me get the body down, but I also don't really know how I'm going to get the body down. I could convince one of the kids, I guess, to try to climb up and cut the thing loose. That doesn't feel like it's going to work. I mean, let's try it. Let's see if we can do it.
Fuck, does Kuno care?
Alright, I gotta ask. Who is Kuno? Kuno's Kuno, pig! The boy points to his chest with both thumbs. I gotta say, it's a little weird that it's not like certain characters or conversations are voice acted. It's individual lines, so when a new one comes up, I'm never sure if there's going to be a reading or not. Alright, it's always Kuno, never I. Clearly the kid's using the third-person perspective as a shield. How do we take advantage of that, though? Like, what do I do with that piece of information? We could say you refer to yourself in the third person to distance yourself from the situation. Like, if we dig in and try to psychoanalyze him, he's going to have a reaction to that, although I don't know that it's a reaction that's going to be useful. Or we could... Nope, that's pretty much it. That's the only one of these that I think is going to be interesting at all. Let's try it. Kuno doesn't do that smart shit. He seems offended. Don't throw that book shit at Kuno. Kuno knows you're lying. Nobody was going to accuse you of being smart, kid. Trying to get Kuno hooked on the book. Watch out, Kuno. He's trying to fiddle you. He's going to put his hands on you. The thing behind the fence starts squealing, shrill and violent like a fire alarm. The sound gets louder as the child shouts at the windows overlooking the yard. Help! Pig's got Kuno! Help! Rape! Help! The boy joins in. He's got the Kuno! Help! What a terrible disease that sounds like. Okay, well this has not turned out the way I thought it was going to turn out. Everyone can hear. You need to get the hell out of here before... Okay, so my reaction speed is explicitly telling me to leave. If I don't leave quickly, what kind of terrible thing might happen, do you think? I mean, what are they going to do? Call the cops? I'm the cops. Well, I'm some of the cops anyway. I think we should just bounce. This whole conversation is terrible. This kid sucks. Both of these kids suck. I don't think we're going to get anything useful from them. And then they threaten us. Yeah, get out of here before the Kuno beats the shit out of you. Yeah, that's right. Drag your fat ass out of here, fat boy, before Kuno fucks you. Don't, please don't. Please don't try to fuck me. I don't want to have to defend myself against that. Bang! Got fucked by the Kuno, you hear him say as you walk away. We alright. You want to get fucked again, come back. I probably have a gun, right? We should come back with our gun. Not that I'm going to shoot him, but I do kind of want to make them think that I'm going to shoot them. That's not a thing that I think will be useful, necessarily, just, you know, that's for me. Okay, so Rue is road, right? This is indicated, this is an address. The address of this building. I don't know why we would need that, but we have it. What about we root through this trash? There are bottles inside. You could pick them up if you had a bag. Why would I need a bag to pick them up? I should just, look at this. I have 2 hands right down here. I should just carry bottles around all the time so that I can throw them at rude children. A heap of snow melts in this wheelbarrow. Alright, what about this person? Maybe they know something.
The RCM in Martinez? What can I help you with?
You sound surprised to see police for some reason.
We don't see a lot of police around here. That's all.
Her voice seems like it's mixed a lot lower than everybody else's. I have some questions for you.
Of course. What can I help you with?
Who are you exactly? Me? I'm just a gardener. Okay. Cool. And what are you doing here? I'm working. Working on what? Because it kind of doesn't really look like you're working. I have a greenhouse in the yard there. Okay, that's interesting. I've been trying to get some work done, but... Well, as you probably know, there's a corpse hanging from a tree there. It smells pretty bad, so I have to take breaks. Don't worry, miss. We're here to clean it up. You can get to work soon. Thank you. She smiles politely. My head is about to explode from all the salts I've had to inhale. Salts? Ammonium salts? Perhaps useful for later. Is it, though? I don't need directions. We shouldn't waste any more time with her than we have to. I was kind of hoping, when she said that that was her greenhouse, that she might have seen something useful, but I don't even have the option to ask her about anything useful. Alright, we gotta run. Of course, I won't hold you back. She wipes her brow with the canary yellow glove. If there's a corpse, then you're gonna need those gloves for the autopsy. Are we, though? Do I have to perform the autopsy? I mean, I guess I'm police. We should have people for this, though, right? Isn't there a medical examiner? I mean, let's ask. One more thing. Can I borrow your gloves? Sure, keep them. I have another pair. She hands you the rubber gloves with no visible annoyance. Weird. Well, I guess let's put them on. What do? They give +1 interfacing. Bye-bye bugs. Thick latex gardening gloves in classic canary yellow. Maybe you should retire and take up gardening as a hobby. It's worth a thought. Yeah, okay, I guess. Can I... Okay. It's a solid look right there. I mean, they're just raw plus stats, right? There's no reason not to equip them. Pigs go home. The street name is illegible. I wonder if I am the cause of this graffiti. Goods from the lorry haphazardly litter the surroundings, so it looks like there's maybe been some kind of issue here. And this is probably not directly relevant to our goals, but I guess let's go and ask what's up.
I am a gander and a hunter and a gatherer. Feel like a traveler.
Man mutters to himself, accenting the beats as he goes, singing to himself very quietly. A simple little cadence. He seems to be making it up as he goes. I am the law is a bad way to start a conversation, whether or not you are a police officer. I guess let's just listen for another moment.
From another planet. Hey there.
Hey, what's going on here?
It's the jam, my man.
He motions toward the sprawl of lorries with a sweeping gesture. The air from the east is thick with the smell of crude oils, heavy metals, and other byproducts of the modern era. You can almost taste it. Okay, what's the jam? I mean, I can see what the jam is, but why don't you tell me your feelings about the jam?
It's a traffic jam for the ages. Harbor gates up the street are shut tight. No explanation given. Workers on strike, scabs agitating, an all-around clusterfuck. Meanwhile, we're all stuck here in long-haul limbo for Days upon days upon days. Upon days.
Oh, limbo, huh? So that's where I am.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, okay then. I thought maybe he was going to have a wittier response than that. Okay. It's official. He too agrees. This is the antechamber of the afterlife. That's good. I mean, he would know, so. So how long have you been here?
Feels near forever. Like I was born on this here roundabout and this was all I ever knew. Just me and the metal and the tires, the oil and the fumes of mazout.
Extravagantly phrased, but I can roll with it.
Yeah, imagine. It's been a whole week already.
That is pretty wild for a traffic jam, though.
So tell me, what do you need?
You know anything about this dead guy over here, the one hanging behind the hostel? It turns out you've been here the entire time his body has, so... He ain't one of us drivers, I know that. All accounted for. Otherwise, I haven't really asked about that. Been wasting time right here. Keeping busy. Oh yeah, sure, writing that very good song. It's easy to see he's telling the truth. He's kept his nose out of the dark stuff. Busy with what exactly? Analyzing the fundamental structural and psychological conditions of being stranded in the midst of a sea of motor lorries with their sad, despondent chauffeurs. And your conclusion? A sense of surprise there ain't more bodies hanging from more trees. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Probably people around here are pretty on edge. We did see those flyers about the strike. Why don't you tell me something about that? It's like whatever's going on over at the docks. Workers got a blockade set up, making demands, no way in or out. Okay, so it's not just a traffic jam. Going on strike would probably help you dodge a bullet or two. Oh, hey, that's a good idea. Why don't we just not even do the plot of the game? Okay, what's the union demanding? There's some pretty wild stuff, I hear. Like a giant new power crane in half the company. I forget what exactly. And good on them, I guess. I don't know, man, that doesn't really sound that wild. Sort of like the things you would need to do your job. I heard there's a company rep in town, too, like a strike negotiator type. They'd know what's up, precise demands and so on. Ah, yes, from the Wild Pines. Kim takes a note. We'll meet her soon enough, I'm sure. I'm not gonna suggest that I go on strike here. So what do you think the company wants? They want to keep that money flowing in, my man. He makes a ka-ching sound. Insufferable. He doesn't blame them, but he's not on their side, that's for sure. Okay, anything else I should know? Anything else, he thinks. Oh yeah, this ain't really my area of expertise. I just do my job and get paid. I have things to do and places to be. All of us do. All of who? I assume by all of who he means like the drivers, but maybe just all of humanity. Us lorry drivers. Camionneurs. A few still hang around here waiting for this mess to end, and most have scurried off somewhere to get drunk or high or laid. He smiles awkwardly. Not that I blame him, really. But not you. Not my thing. Chasing transient pleasures is a drag these days. I prefer the examined life now. Thinking, reflecting, observing. He glances down the road toward the horizon, a glint of something in his eyes. Hey, we are killing it on all these passive checks that are happening. He tries his best to look nonchalant, but there's a rigidity in him, as if trying to conceal something warm and deep beneath a cool exterior. What do I see in his eyes? I mean, we may as well try it, right? It's a white check. Ooh, ease into it. Don't go too far. This seems like a personal matter. My man, I want to know about your soul! Well, we're probably not going to get anything out of him on account of the failure, but I guess let's go like, This feels like what a stranger would say to a stranger, and I know that that is literally the situation we have here, but maybe we want to act a little bit more friendly in the hopes of getting him to open up. A little less formal. Hey, Tommy, spill the beans, man. What's troubling you? Man, nothing's troubling me. Just the usual lorryman tropes and hopes. The road and the rhymes. This jam ain't helping either. He looks around. That all the beans you got, Tommy? Damn, it really is hard to talk man to man. Alright, we'll maybe come back to this. Should I keep questioning him? We are burning time. Yeah, actually. What are you hauling anyway? Oh, high-grade narcotics, illegal firearms, stuff like that. Relax, he's merely joking. Yeah, I had kind of figured. Hey, oh, Wicked, I always wanted a friend in the underworld. See, I can joke with people. I'm like a human being sometimes. Ha, no, I'm joking, my man. He grins. FALN runs a nice clean business. This haul of cargo is mostly sporting goods. You know, tracksuits, that kind of thing. They usually get shipped to Grodd in the Occident, though we've been making headway in the Ilmaran market lately. I don't know how to pronounce IIL. Yeah, hey, could I get one of those FALN tracksuits you're hauling? We're pals and all, but I can't just freely hand out the merchandise. Bosses wouldn't be happy. So, I mean, what do I think I'm going to get out of this conversation from this point? If he doesn't know anything about the murder, and we've tried probing and he's not really willing to, like, open up to me, I'm wondering what is the point where we bail out? And kind of thinking it might be right now. I guess at this point we're committed enough. We can exhaust this a little bit. There's no sense asking him about illegal things because he's just going to say no, even if he had illegal things. All right, that your machine behind you? Well, this rockin' beauty? He points at the lorry with his thumb. Sure is, like a rash you can't get rid of. You interested in heavy-duty cargo machinery? A motor lorry, also called a camion on Caillou and the neighboring islands. This one looks roughed up enough to be some sort of a FALN rust bucket. Maybe the A6. Oh, yeah, hey, is that a FALN A6 you got there? Oh, good eye, my man. Yeah, she's an old one, but reliable. He gives the side of the lorry a friendly knock. Me and her spent a long time together. Okay, well, I don't know that it's worth asking him this. Let's just bail out here. We spent a couple of minutes talking to him. The man taps his fingers rhythmically against his arm. I'm good for now. Good talk. Don't be a stranger. He gives a salute with 2 fingers. Well, the good news is, if we have anything to ask him about later, I'm sure he'll still be here. What is this? What am I looking at over here? Apparently we have to walk quite a ways around to interact with this. I did double-click, by the way. This is the fastest he wants to go. A bold slogan, Humanox, covers the truck. Is that a slogan? I think that's probably just like the name of the company. What is this? Horseback Monument. An old monument stands in the middle of the traffic island, pointing toward the sea. It looks as if it's been reassembled piece by piece, secured and mounted in the air with the aid of numerous ropes and rods. This seems incredibly precarious. I'm going to be honest with you. Again, like a perspective issue, I didn't really understand what we were looking at until just now. I thought this was mounted on the back of this thing, like the statue was being transported somewhere. Okay, who is this? A silver plaque on the statue's pedestal reads, I am Philippe III, the Squanderer, the greatest of the Philippine kings of Revachol. Son of Philippe II, the opulent, father of Philippe IV, the insane. As you look up, you notice something about the statue. There are some odd indentations on the king's chest piece. Okay, interesting. What did this king do? What do I know about this guy? Not a whole lot, it turns out. What did he do? You have no idea what you did a week ago. How would you know what this guy did many centuries ago? It's a fair point. Okay, encyclopedia. What indentations here? What do I see? Something with great kinetic energy seems to have impacted the cuirass. Around where the heart is. A bullet, perhaps. Someone's shot him in the heart. Interesting. Hey, Lieutenant. Has someone shot the king? Okay. He cleans his glasses before looking up. I can't see it, but I'll take your word for it. So, what do you think? Well, Martinez is riddled with bullet holes. This place saw a lot of action during the Revolution, but the statue is recently renovated. So, maybe a joke? Target practice? Or a political statement? Yeah, okay, political. It's a king and he's shot. It probably is not connected to our murder, right? Because our murder victim was not shot, and we have no reason to think that there was a gun involved. Why not? He shrugs. What this shows us is, guns aren't too uncommon here, and people still shoot them, sometimes at kings. He takes a note in his notebook, which apparently is worth 5 XP. King stands high above you, surveying the bay, mute and indifferent to your sightings. Alright, maybe we'd be able to make more of that if I had not failed the encyclopedia check. Is there anything else around here to interact with? Oh, there is indeed. Actually, there's a guy over there. Well, I'm just going to steal all this money. Nobody seems to care. The small, wrinkled woman does not greet you. She nods along to something on her radio. A photograph is clutched in her hands, and there is a warm smile on her face. The photo, an ambrotype from the turn of a century, as golden as her smile. I don't know if that's a real thing. Excuse me, ma'am, I'd like to ask some questions. The other way of getting her attention seems extremely rude. No response. Wherever this woman is, your words fail to reach her. I'm gonna try it again. Okay, no big surprise there. Well, do I just snap my fingers in front of her face? I mean, it's probably the case that she does not have anything useful on our murder. I have a long-term, developed over a long period, an instinct to just talk to all of the people in the video game and say all of the things to them. I'm a little worried about the passage of time. I guess let's try it.
Wait,
Oh, the lieutenant stops you before you can snap.
she's just a distracted old woman. Better to leave her alone.
Why?
Why? I just told you why.
Okay, if you say so. Well, that was interesting. I wonder why that's the case. Let's see if there's anything else around here to steal. Oh, good. A white tank top. It looks filthy. I'm assuming it goes in the shirt slot. Tank top. Gym vest. Reeking of sweat. This sleeveless shirt is the best choice if you're not afraid to show off your masculine upper body and that hairy chest. So this would go in the shirt slot, I'm assuming. I don't know that we really want to change it. I suppose regaining that point of suggestion might be a good idea, as we're going to talk to the manager, who might have important information for us, or who might be persuaded to give us the keys to the garbage bin, at least. Yeah, -1 suggestion is a bad thing to have at this moment. This is not a strong look right here. That said, it is less disgusting than our old shirt. Something to be said for that, I suppose. Alright, let's get back over here and go talk to the manager of the hostel. We know that he doesn't know anything additional about the murder, because if he did, we would know it already. Closed for winter, please use main entrance. This looks like the main entrance. I guess this entrance is somehow more main, despite being tiny and on the side of the building. Okay, you can sleep after 2100, which heals all your health and morale. Good to know. Taking a while to load the inside of the building? Or are we... Well, this is not good. Okay, there we go. Yes, it was in fact just taking a while to load, and it did some of that loading after the loading screen. For some reason. Alright. I got some questions for you. Some official capacity type questions. The man with the unimpressive beard notices you approaching. Oh, I guess he kinda does have a beard. He drops the ledger he was holding and turns to the lieutenant.
Mr. Gart, right? You run this place.
Yes.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41...
Oh, you know, like I told you, Detective Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau.
Right. Now, I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene. It also took you a while to call us and report the dead body. It was you who placed the call, yes?
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She usually works the bar here. I'm only temporarily taking over her duties.
Do you have her number?
As a matter of fact, I do.
He looks behind a pile of coasters, finds a slip of paper, and hands it to the lieutenant. This sounds like something you can use to call this Sylvie later. Why is that a reaction speed check? That's just like a thing I should know about a phone number.
You said you just got here. From where? Are you a local?
What? Of Martinez? No, I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place. This is just one of the many, many cafeterias I manage.
Wow, powerful brag there.
But you still know your way around, yes? In case we need directions.
Yes, I know where some things are. But as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here. And I'm not going to start working here again, if that's what you think.
I didn't imply that. Detective?
No, I also did not imply that. Well, he probably means this is the step where, or this is where you step in and ask your questions. Oh, what, who, me? Right then, questions, I got this, I got it. I know how to be a cop, kinda, sorta. Alright, his face expresses profound doubt in your having this. Okay, who killed him? I don't know who killed him. I'm not the police. That's your job. Did you kill him? What are you, crazy? Of course I didn't kill him. So why did Sylvie go away? She went away because none of your business. Have they not been telling you that you're a cop? Oh, am I not a cop? Everything is my business. Yeah, okay, let's push on him a little bit. I have the power of the department behind me here. Okay, you got me. She went away because of the dead body out back, and because I asked for her number. That's why Sylvie went away. I hope you appreciate that. The lieutenant opens his little notebook at the cover. The number is safely tucked away in a small pocket. Thank you, he says. So it didn't go well. Well, I asked an employee out. She didn't want to come, but felt obliged to. It was a bad idea. Now, what is so goddamn fascinating about that for you? It's got nothing to do with the lynching. I guess I like to be thorough. It is worth noting, it's not even really a feminist concern. In a situation like this with a power imbalance, it is really shitty of him to impose on her in that way, because she really can't. She does not have total freedom to say no. I don't know, I just went for it. No, I guess I like to be thorough. Good for you. Was there something else? I'd like to get back to what I was doing. No, I guess that's all. So we're gonna have to get a hold of Sylvie if we want any information at all, I guess. She seems to be the only person who even might know something. No, not so fast. He points to you. You owe me 130 real. Sorry, what's real, man? Oh, excuse me. You owe me 130 real. He pronounces the R with a mock aristocratic accent, which I hope is the thing that I just did there. The IIR, or Inter-Isolary Real, is the global reserve currency. Whatever part of the world you're in right now, it's safe to assume he means you owe him some money. And roughly a lot of times the amount of money that I'm currently holding. Oh, I understand. You mean I owe you money. Excuse me. Wow, you're a genius. Yes, that's right, money. You owe this establishment 130 real. He points to the red ledger on the counter. But what exactly is... I do kind of like the idea of arresting him for pointing out that I owe money. Hey, what do you mean? What do I owe this place for? Well, let's see. He dramatically turns a page in the ledger. 3 nights at a tariff of 20 real comes to 60. Then there's the window you annihilated. The hole in the window was the first thing I saw when I came to work, so don't try to tell me you didn't. That will be 40 real in damages. Okay, that's still only 100, though. And another thing you've annihilated is half the bar. You've run a tab of 30 real. Actually more, but we'll round it down to 30 for your hard work maintaining the stability and order of Revachol. That's 60 plus 40 plus 30 equals 130, and yes, real is still money. I don't actually have an option that's just like, okay. Man, but what exactly is money? What are you, a philosopher? Yeah, actually, I might be. What if I was? Money is what grown-up people use to pay for things. Things like this hostel room, or, he peeks into the ledger, or 8 bottles of potent blend and 9 packs of Royal Extra. We use it for everything, really. Proceed, but don't show him our coins. These are my coins. Actually, hold on. Interesting. Where do I get it from? I can't believe he's actually willing to explain to me. He has the patience to actually explain the concept of money to me. Are you serious? From your work, I don't know. You can take bribes, I guess. He looks at Kim. I'm sorry. I don't think cops take bribes. Some do take recompense. The lieutenant is dead serious. My guess is he's dead serious a lot. But only to survive. Okay, well, there's a shuffle of nylon as Lieutenant Kitsuragi looks for something in the pockets of his orange bomber. So what happens now? He turns to the lieutenant. I'm sorry, but he has to pay. I can't let him stay here any longer if he doesn't. If he doesn't have the money by tonight, then... He shrugs. Officer, maybe you're better off working this from home for now? You live in Jamrock, right? It's not that far away. The thing is, I don't remember where my home is. Officer. A pattern of creases appears on his forehead. You really need to take this up with your station. I have a shortwave radio in my car. Call them. Ask for assistance. We have to get this investigation started now. That's actually a good idea. If I work for the police department, they probably have some idea where my home is. Okay, the man wants to say something, but then thinks better of it. Good luck. I have a thought about this. By the way, where is home? The address is coming up blank, and this place sure isn't it. Yeah, I really don't remember. But you've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3 nights. Where were you before? You had to be somewhere. Yeah, I don't know. Near? South, maybe? You don't really know, do you? I have only a vague blackened image. A vague blackened image doesn't sound like somewhere you can stay if you run out of money. Yeah, I'll live in a dumpster. I don't care. Fuck everything. Hobocop. No, I probably should figure out where my home is. Can I trace the way back somehow? Like to the exact street, the exact number on a building? Ooh, thought gained. Lonesome long way home. And try. Run some addresses in your head when you get the time. Maybe a street or an apartment will appear. Ah, so that's why I could see the, that's why we could note the address of that building. So hold on, that's opened up the last bit on our bar here. Okay. Let's rewind. Let's trace your drunken steps back home. Jump across the raised channel bridge southwest of here. Fall over, get up, get off the asphalt in 20 minutes, shuffle your feet through the courtyard, scaring little children. Go under the great raised motor tract, the 881, until you reach Le Domaine Eminent in North Jamrock. Streets are frozen this time of year, caked with ice. Walk down Main to Perdition. There's a side alley there, and your footprints in the mud. Okay, I kind of remember something. So I have a temporary research bonus. Oh no, I will get a temporary research bonus of +1 encyclopedia. And it will take me 6 hours to... I mean, like, if I press this button right now, am I going to spend 6 hours? I suppose, if I am going to just burn a bunch of time, this is a pretty good thing to burn it on. Presumably, I have more, like, belongings and stuff in my home. So... Or maybe I just, like, leave it running. Okay, so yeah, I'll just think about that for a bit. So, we should call up... you know what we should do? We should go check out the broken window. Because I still want to find my shoe. And I'm wondering if I threw my shoe through that window. Because I definitely didn't throw the tape player through the window. The tape player is still in the room. Can I see... My room was on this side of the building, right? Let's step outside and see if we can get an eye on that. Pick dialogue options that begin with hold on or wait to gain additional information before the conversation moves on. I don't know that we need explicit instructions on the flow of conversation, but I guess I appreciate that the game is trying to help me. It has not started by assuming that I am beyond assistance. Boy, the loading screens really do end before they should. Before you are done loading. I guess this way we can like look at our inventory and stuff while we're waiting. Yo, that's 100% my shoe up there. Can I climb up there somehow? I mean, oh, there's a door. I guess, okay. I guess we could just, like, go up there the way that makes sense. Go up into our room and through the window, maybe? Or through that door. I would really like to be wearing 2 shoes. I have to imagine it's going to help. I was trying to see if I had accidentally discovered a trick, if opening your inventory makes it finish loading. I don't think that's what it was. I think it's just been a coincidence that worked twice. Because it seemed like the inventory was open for a moment there before it actually loaded in anyway. I guess we'll just have to be patient, which is not something I'm great at. Okay, so yeah, there sure is a broken window in my room. Did I miss this before? Yeah, it totally does light up when you hit tab. I also didn't actually inspect our makeshift bed. The window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in. Well, let's assess the damage. The shards face outward. Whatever broke this window came from the inside. Did I break it with my own hands? A fine web of scarring covers the back of your right hand, but none of it is recent. So what did this then? More likely a projectile than a held object. There are no fragments on the floor from pulling a tool back in after impact. Okay, let's assess the size of the impact. Too large for a bullet, but too small for a piece of furniture. You're looking for something heavy and larger than your fist. I mean, we do already know it's the shoe. Well, we, the player, know it's the shoe. I guess he doesn't know yet. The single green shoe you found fits the hole almost as well as your foot. It would also have been heavy enough, if thrown with force. Congratulations, you smashed the window with your own shoe, and now you only have one. If you're lucky, you can still find the other on the balcony outside. The door should be outside your room. I should go and get that shoe. Yeah, well, hold on. Wait a second. What if it wasn't me, though? You mean someone else took your shoe off and smashed the window with it? This person also forced the drinks on you. Alright, fine. I don't need it. I don't need anyone. I love how petulant some of the internal dialogue is. I'm talking to myself. There's no reason for me to be this way. Yeah, let's go get that shoe. Cool wind gushes in. Your toes curl up from the cold. Hold on, there was a little bit more stuff to interact with, and also I'm having a thought. Kim tries not to look at your broken down bathroom door. Oh yeah, the place is in kind of a state. Please ignore that. Kim also tries not to look at the pile of tape viscera on the carpet, or the weird suitcase on the hat rack, or the potted plant dying in the corner. But it's all just too morbid to ignore. I wonder if we only got this thought because we had enough empathy. I wonder if that's what the purple ring around it indicates. The man is finding it hard not to trip on the tape, and not to send any of the bottles rolling across the floor. Where unidentifiable sludge makes it hard for him to breathe. It smells of vomit in here. Yeah, hey man, I'm sorry for all of this. No problem, officer. He takes a step toward the door, like he'd like to leave. Okay, we're gonna get moving in just a moment here. I did interact with this already, right? It's the only thing in the room that I think maintained its... It looks like someone tore out the tape while the song was playing. I don't think we actually did see that before. I mean, I knew that was what had happened. It's because we talked to that lady. The bed is cold and not particularly inviting, but it's yours. The sheets look awful. The option to go to sleep becomes available every night after 2100, provided, of course, that I have not been kicked out of my room yet. Okay, so we could still mess with the light and stuff. I guess I could turn the light on now, probably, but also why? What would be the value of that? And we need some skill ups before we can interact with the mirror in any useful way. Yep, that sure is the door. Okay, well, let's go get my shoe. Low on morale? Just jam some skill points into it. Why not? We're getting pretty close to having 100 points, and thus the ability to level something up. I'm assuming we'll get some more points when we pick up our shoe in a second here. Oh, wait, I was having thoughts over there. See, I don't know what the colors indicate yet. A gust of briny wind washes over you. Ah, there they both are. Two identical shoes, both copiously green and indiscriminately snakeskin. Reunited on your feet. Like two baby crocodiles. I'm so glad I passed the check to get that line. Wait, these do not look like normal cop shoes. Do I know that? Is that a thing that I know? Well, it's pretty clear a normal cop is not what you are. So how do they fit? Good. They're balanced, comfy. Feels like the only good thing about you right now, truth be told. Okay, so we got more morale, but I guess we can't hold more than one charge of bonus morale. And they are now giving us composure. They have awesome watchtower heals, but -1 savoir-faire because the heals are ridiculously high. So, if we just take a quick look at how all of our stuff has adjusted here. So, savoir-faire is sneak under their noses, stun with immense panache. Urges you to be better than you are. It urges you to be disco. Slip by others in Sumerian boxing style, then tumble out the back with unexpected acrobatics. Actually sounds like the kind of thing our character should be good at. Maybe not so much being the king of cool. But we've really tanked this pretty bad. Oh, wait a second. Do I have the option... Oh, the level up thing was lit up for a moment there. That was weird. It's definitely not supposed to be. Okay. Well, we'll come back in 30 XP. Can I just get down from here without going through the loading zone twice? Like, am I allowed to just jump down? No. Okay, well, through the loading screens then, I guess. Wait, the smell of the sea makes you dizzy. Okay, so the color around the color of the ring around the thoughts probably just tells us what category of skills we're using to get those thoughts. Right, like the red thought was kind of an endurance thought. So now that I have my shoe, what was my plan? I guess we'll go use the shortwave radio, see if any of the cops can help us out. Any? You know, maybe it is the case that opening the menus helps push the loading along. I don't know why that would be the case, but don't forget to click the orbs around your head. They have surprises. Oh, good. I sure do love surprises right next to my head. Alright, let's see if the police station has anything useful to say to us. At the very least, we need to report that our ID is missing, because somebody might have found it, and they might be doing something heinous with it, even right this moment. Come on. There we go. You just gotta give it a little push. Is this Kusanagi's vehicle here? It's pretty cool looking. Before you stands a motor carriage. The bodywork is covered in blue and white livery, bearing the number 57. Vapor emanates from the large engine on the back of the vehicle. It hasn't had time to cool off yet. This must be the infernal machine that tore you from oblivion. The Cooper's Kanema motor carriage. In the cabin, you are welcomed by a set of steering levers, a radio microphone on a hook, a pull-out toolbox under the seat, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge. A scent of leatherwork and heavy fuel oils washes over you. We probably should not just play with the controls in the car. Let's pick up the radio. The frequency tableau lights up and a green button labeled Primeline glows like a feline eye. And then you hear something. A soft purr of electrical kittens. Radio waves cast far and wide over the metropolis. A woman's voice greets you through the static. This is Precinct 57. Hello, Lieutenant. How may I assist you? Hello, Alice. Please assist our colleague from the 41st Precinct here. I'm putting him on. Operating the radio is easy. Just be confident. You've probably done it thousands of times. Probably we should not make a fun joke about what they do with radios in movies. Hi, Alice. This is the officer from the 41st Precinct speaking. Nice to meet you. I need favors from these people. I should just be nice to them. This is Officer Alice Demetri, Precinct 57. How may I assist you? A voice replies in the radio. Under the green prime line, a yellow saved button catches your eye. I wonder what Kim's default radio station is. Please do not get distracted. We should probably not check out the radio. So do I want to get connected to the 41st Precinct? We have Sylvie's phone number, right? We don't need to go through the police switchboard for this. Yeah, can you connect me to my precinct? I have something I need to report. Just a second, officer. She puts you on hold, the static crackling softly like a bonfire. After a while, you hear an old man greet you from the radio. His rattly voice is oddly familiar. 10-2-10-5, this is 41st. Come in, over. The man uses relay code. You've got this. You're a cop. Cops know relay code. 10-4, Station 41. I've got a urgent business, over. 10-4, which is message received. 10-5, relay message. What's your status, over? Just reporting in, over. Everything's very normal and fine here. 10-18, state your message, sir. Unfortunately, I need to report my badge missing. 10-9, over. My badge, I can't find it anywhere. Basically, it's gone. 10-4, message received. This is a very serious situation. I need to 10-22 the captain, over. Boy, this guy sure does love his relay code. Is it him? A dry voice asks in the background. What does he want? Says he lost his badge and needs to report it. He what? He lost his badge. I'll just let them work this out. Who lost his badge? Dick fucking Mullen. Who do you think? It's Officer Dick. He tries to speak through the laughter. Mullen from the bestseller Dick Mullen and the Lost Identity. Dick Mullen is not your name. It is the name of a fictional detective who would not lose his badge. Everybody's judging me. Oh. Authority. My authority is kicked in. Defend yourself. Immediately. They're laughing at you. Haha, officer lost his badge, haha, like I'm the first cop to ever misplace his badge. He says this has probably happened to other policemen before him and laughs sarcastically. Thank you, Jules, for relaying that faithfully. Oh, god damn it. Is he fucking kidding? The whole station's gonna be dicked for this. Satellite Officer Vikmar is wondering if you might be joking, and adds that this tarnishes the reputation of the entire station. Over. I could hear it though, man. Mullen dicked us. Can we just move on? I want to get it reported and be done with it, please. Okay, hey, look at that. We leveled up. New task. Find my damn badge. 10-4, I hear you, officer. I'm just gonna make a note here that you are in pursuit of your misplaced badge. Over. Fuck me. Mac, come here. You gotta hear this. Dick Mullen lost his badge. Wait, what's going on? Super Cop here. He lost his badge. He lost his what now? His badge. He lost his goddamn fucking badge. Okay, enough with... I have other things to talk to you guys about. 10-9, come again, I didn't get that. Over. The animated conversation in the background is making it difficult for him to hear you. New heights, even for Captain Sober. Man, I bet that's not my name either. Hey, ask him... The speaker gasps for air. Ask him if he lost his gun, too. The room roars with laughter. Shit, I definitely don't have my gun. Sergeant Torsen wants to know if you lost your gun, too. Over. Half-Light, trivial success. Check your pockets. Check your... Oh, holy fuck, you don't know where it is, do you? Oh god, it's not here. I think we panic more like this than like this. Okay, it's gone. Your gun is most definitely gone. 10-9, come in, officer. Did you get my question? We were wondering about your gun. Over. Okay, we have slightly better than even odds to hit this check. I am going to lie about still having my gun, which I definitely still have. Why am I so bad at rolling dice? That was really close too, right? Yes, it was. Even before you can get the words out, everything gets scrambled in your brain. Well, no, of course I didn't lose my fun. Gun, fuck it. I didn't lose my gun. He said he didn't lose his gun, or his fun, whatever that means. Ask him to describe it, his gun. Not his fun, just the gun will do, he laughs. Satellite Officer McLean requests a description of your weapon. Over. Oh god, it's a gun? What can I say? It's a regular goddamn murder weapon. You know how they are, all bang bang. We could try to get Kim in on this. I mean, he's already tired of my bullshit to a degree that makes me think he's probably not eager to be a co-conspirator, though, and I don't want to piss him off too much. We're very reliant on him at the moment. Yeah, I'll just say this middle one. He says it's just a regular gun. Sounds like he's being deliberately vague. Detective Mullen has done it again. Oh, where's my gun? The speaker crudely mimics your voice. Dear God, he lost his gun. I can't. The man succumbs to laughter again. This really isn't a laughing matter. Mac can face the giant of Coco Nur by himself, but Disco here made him piss his pants. I can't. He lost his... Ask him if he still has his wiener. I'm not going to do that. Ask him! Sergeant Torsen here is wondering if you are still in possession of your genitalia. Over. Well, I mean, a police station might be one of those, like, give as good as you get type places, right? And hey, the worst case scenario here is Mac hates this so much that he comes over here to kick my ass, and then we could just take his gun. No, actually, I would definitely lose a fight to a guy named Mac. I would lose a fight to basically anybody. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. Yeah, I left it at his mama's after I fucked her ass all night. Tell him that. That's a negative. I'm not gonna say that. Over. Yo, what's he saying? Share with the class. He said he sodomized your mother. Well, when you put it that way, you take all the cleverness out of it. That prick ate Mama's vanilla waffles at the captain's birthday party. Some nerve he's got. You sure vanilla waffles were the only thing he ate? Shut up, Chester. This isn't funny. This is my mom we're talking about. Tell him to apologize right now. Sergeant Torsen requests that you apologize for the claims you made about his mother. Over. Okay, shit. Tell him I'm sorry. It was just banter. I thought that's what cops do. I did have the option there to call myself the Firewalker again. I wonder if you continuously pick the options where you refer to yourself as the Firewalker, if other people will start doing it too. He says he's sorry and he didn't mean anything by it. Yeah, okay. Tell him to find his goddamn badge and gun. That's the only thing that matters here. Satellite officer. Yeah, I heard him. I'm on it. 10-4, affirmative. Officer is in pursuit of his firearm. And static. Oh, God, the man is fighting back tears. Officer, do you need further assistance? Over. I think I should maybe not ask for money. Like, we definitely need money, but first of all, I don't think they'd give it to me, and secondly, this has been humiliating enough. Listen, this might sound odd, but there's some personal details that I would like to discuss. Okay. 10-4, sir. I hear you. Relay your question. Over. Wait. Before you say anything stupid, think it through. Yeah, I need information, not fear. Be smart about this. Ask if he's there alone. We know he's not there alone. 10-4, sir. I'm not hearing your question. Hey, hold on. Are you alone in the room? I need some confidential information about myself. Ooh, no, wait. Let's start this by saying, please refer to me by my full name in the future. 10-9, repeat message. I didn't get that, sir. Over. Oh, these are both going to come off super weird. Stop calling me sir and just use my real goddamn name, will you? What? What is it? What can he possibly still want from us? He seems intoxicated and keeps asking me to call him by his name. Mullen's drunk and emotionally aggressive. That's new. I wonder if Chester McLean has ever said anything not sarcastically. Wrap it up. Don't indulge in his drunken antics. Okay, well, we know he's not alone in the room. This seems like it would be a massive waste of time to ask him, and there's no way he's going to be able to get everybody to leave, and he can't leave the room because, that's where the radio is. So, I wanted to know if you got my badge's description right in your report. Could you maybe, read it to me? Name, rank, date of birth? What? What is it? Is he still on the line? He just wants to verify the information on his badge. But of course, it says Dick Mullen, High General of the Revacholian Cavalry Force. Tell him to stop wasting time. What do you need, sir? Over. Okay. I really, really don't think saying this first option is going to do anything, but I'm now faltering a little bit on whether we should do it, because we were explicitly told by one of our thoughts to do it, and we got that thought by passing a check, so maybe it's right? You know what, let's go ahead and do this. Hold on, can you get a loan, maybe? I need some confidential information about myself. That's a negative, sir. I got a 1012 here, over. Is that really a... Huh. You know, I don't really know anything about relay code. I just know people say 10-4. We could just lay it on the line. You know what? At this point, I know I said I was sick of the humiliation, but how much worse could it really get? Listen, I'm looking for my address. I don't know where I live. Oh, 10-4. Your address? Hold up, Jules. He doesn't fucking know where he lives? Did I hear that right? Seems like it, sir. No, fuck him. Don't tell him anything, you understand? He's been hellbound for the gutter. Let him have it. Oh no, we're gonna be hobo cop whether we want to or not. Sorry, sir. Anything more I can do for you? Over? Yeah, I think we could probably just skip out on this. You know what? I'm trying to remember. I have that thing running in my head. We've spent an awful lot of time on the radio with him. Let's just wrap this up. 10-10. Transmission completed. Standing by. Yeah, roger that. 10-10. Over and out. The static ends with a loud click. Then everything is silent in the cabin. Well, that was extremely not helpful. Let's take a look at the toolbox. Like, Kim's standing right there, and maybe he won't too much care for me rifling through his stuff, but also, I need all the help I could get. A metallic drawer slides out from under the seat and clicks into place. The tools inside are neatly organized. Take what you need, officer. It's going to be a long case. I'm not protective of my tools, like some men are. Okay, interesting. Probably some cool backstory there. But right now, I'm pretty busy. He's clearly a little protective of his tools, but what can you do? Work is work. So, we take everything, right? If he's going to be cool with it, or cool enough anyway, we just take everything. Alright, so we've gained a pry bar. The pry bar feels nice and cold in your hand. Heavier than you'd think. And of course, the end of it is red, because this is a video game. Useful for opening all sorts of doors and lids. And then we can grab the rubber-handled chain cutters. That definitely sounds like a useful thing. The handles are long and sleek. Snap, snap go the cutters in your hand. You can do good work with these. Cut chains, locks, and ropes, especially belts. Alright, take it easy. I get it. And also a hand-cranked flashlight. Maybe not totally ideal, but light is important. It's robust, weatherproof, and well-made. Police issue blue. Lets you see things in the dark you would otherwise miss. Yeah, I know what a flashlight does, thank you. Alright, we could mess with the inside of his car, but that doesn't feel like a particularly good idea to me. I think we're done here. Alright. Well, good news. So now we have a bunch of tools, some fancy stuff here. Open locked containers, and discover secret orbs in shady areas. That's not secret orbs, really. A police flashlight bearing the logo of Grundstellung RAO? The small dynamo packed inside this handheld illumination device theoretically gives you the ability to produce a tiny amount of electricity anytime, anywhere. So the meanest looking pair of cutters you've ever seen. Actually, yeah, those do look pretty fierce. Made in Gottwald by Walsham Workzeuge. No chain, wire, nor barbed fence will ever stand in your way again. They look hungry, ready to chew steel. And this red-tipped pry bar has Carson T, heavy duty, engraved just below the handle. It's satisfyingly heavy, and perhaps one of the most useful tools to carry around. Also, very effective against headcrabs. Alright, we hit that 100 XP threshold, so we should probably level up. I have a skill point available. So, am I allowed to put it into... Like, putting it into a category of skills... I don't know if this would expand all of our skill values. I suppose we could probably save the game and just fiddle with this. Let's do that. Hold on. I'm gonna create a save here. And then we're gonna try to spend it on... I don't know. Can I spend it on Psyche? Does this button do that? Actually, no. This button totally does... What is the little plus for? I have no idea. What do we want? What do we need right now? We have some checks available if we boost Encyclopedia, right? We have the thing in the mirror and the thing at the Horseback Monument. And also, Encyclopedia kind of, like, it seems to be a thing for our character. We just know lots of trivial information. What is the downside of getting too much Encyclopedia? At high levels, Encyclopedia shares this wealth of knowledge to an almost overwhelming degree. While it may give you crucial breakthroughs, it more often will clutter your mind with useless tidbits. But with low levels, of course, you'll be forced to work with only the clues in front of you. Without any background knowledge, copying is going to be tough stuff. You know, honestly, it kind of seems like tough stuff anyway. I feel like I'm doing a pretty bad job. You know what? This might actually be a good time to call the episode. I'm going to think a little bit on where we want to put this skill point. So that is going to be it for us for now. Thank you all so much for watching. Come back next time, later today, when hopefully we'll make our first real bit of forward progress on this case. And we'll see you then.